my eyes, he ain't really nobody to me. I will not lose to Bama while I'm here.
And the biggest question I have, and I think everybody should have, is why? What do you gain from saying this, and what was the purpose of it? But no, you want to give, of all people in this world, Ryan Williams extra motivation and fuel. Good luck, buddy, because you're going to need it. This is going to be funny to watch unfold, and I'm telling you right now, before the game even happens, he's going to be in Ryan Williams' TikTok edits. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you are having a great Tuesday. Hope all of you are having, now that I think about it, has y'all's Thanksgiving break started? I have no idea, and I wouldn't know because in the MBG sweatshop, there's no such thing as Thanksgiving break. It doesn't matter what holiday it is. It doesn't matter if it's a weekend. The MBG sweatshop never shuts down. I mean, come on now. How else do you think we got the name MBG sweatshop? Because we're always working. Somebody's got to make these videos so y'all have something to watch in your free time, but that is neither here nor there. We're here to talk about Alabama and the Auburn Tigers. No, this is not the preview or anything like that. We're here to talk about something an Auburn football player said. Most importantly, though, he just called out Ryan Williams. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it pays off for him. And people can say whatever they want about Alabama. I'll be the first to tell you, they're not having their greatest season. It's been extremely disappointing. But it's not exactly a bright idea to call out arguably the greatest player on this Alabama football team. But to go on top of that, last time I checked, this is still Alabama. What I mean by that, I'm not saying you should fear this team, but you know what I mean. They still got a bunch of talent, and we've seen what they can do. Really interesting stuff, and you would think Auburn would be a little humble considering they've had a pretty bad season themselves. But hey, I guess not. They're coming off of that great win over A&M, and some would say they're feeling themselves. We got a lot to talk about and get into. Strap in, Buckle Up. Get you a snack, get your popcorn, get your favorite meal you like to eat when you watch a video, because trust me, I do the same thing. But all right, man, blah, blah, shut crap up. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Whoa. Hold on. I wasn't even going to look at some of the comments, but no, we got to address this one. Someone wrote, and I can't even say the last part of this out loud, Matt Eat ASS. That's a first. This comment was so bad, a matter of fact. You had people replying to it saying, oh yeah, he's got to be banned. That's one of the most insane comments I've ever seen, and screw the ban. How did YouTube even allow you to comment that in the first place? I have no idea, and you know what? We're not even going to read off anymore. That is enough of the comment section for your boy Matt today. Let's get into the football stuff, though. So, as we all know, Alabama looked pathetic in their most recent game against the OU Sooners. Why did I just call them the OU Sooners? I have no idea. Has anybody in the history of college football called them that? Don't know. We're just going to roll with it. You know who I'm talking about, Oklahoma, Alabama. They just didn't play good, and we've talked plenty about that. I made a 30-minute reaction video to it, and we talked about that game alone yesterday for, I think it was like 15, 16 minutes. Therefore, I'm not going to try to talk about the game itself too much. On the flip side, in Jordan-Hare Stadium, by the way, where witchcraft happens, the Auburn Tigers, they got a huge monumental win over the A&M Aggies. Big time win and went into 4 OTs, count them, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 overtimes, and Auburn wins because, well, there's no way to sugarcoat this. Texas A&M's player just dropped a easy pass. You hate to see a great game end that way with a player dropping a routine pass, but heck, man, if you're an Auburn fan, you'll take it when you can get it. And what does that boost Auburn to now? I believe, 5-6, because I remember looking at it. They had to win their last 2 games to make a bowl game. And I have stated this all year long. If you've been watching the channel, you would know this. Auburn, it's really hard to understand. They're not a bad football team. Do they have a bad record? Yes, but they're not a bad football team. I know some people may not get that, but another great example is Florida. When they were struggling early in the year, I tried to tell people, look, this team ain't bad. They got a lot of talent. They just ain't put it together. And we've also seen the Big 12 with Kansas. They've won 3 straight games over top 25 opponents, and that just now boosted them to 5-6. Auburn, Florida, and Kansas are 3 teams in which the record's not a good indicator on just how good they actually are. And I'd say especially for Auburn, because early in the year, dude, they would have started out the season 4-0 or 5-0 if Peyton Thorne would have just not lost them the games. They should have beat Cal, Arkansas, and Oklahoma, but that's a different conversation for a different day. I'm just here to catch you up to speed on this Auburn football team, and I want you to understand, Auburn currently, they're riding at an all-time high. They're on cloud 9. Alabama, they're at an all-time low. When is the last time Alabama lost by 20 or more points? It had to be, the Clemson game when Trevor Lawrence destroyed them. I believe the final score of that game was 44-16. It's been quite some time since Alabama's got a good old-fashioned butt whooping. That showing against Oklahoma, give them all the credit in the world, but come on now. It was abysmal. And I share all that with you to say this. I don't think this Auburn player would have said what he just said if Auburn would have lost to Texas A&M. And this is how life is. It's not just this guy or in college sports. When you get a win in life or things are going good for you, you start to get a little arrogant. You start to get a little cocky. On the flip side, when things are going bad for you and you lose, that's when you're most humble. I've heard of this guy, but to be honest with y'all, I know nothing about him. Is he a starter? I don't really know if he is. I don't think he's like some big-time hotshot of a player. And I could be wrong on that, but I just haven't heard too much about him. And let's just be honest. Who's keeping up with Auburn football this year? Like, a lot. Nobody. Auburn's irrelevant on the grand scheme of things because if you're not a playoff contender, I mean, what are we talking about? But let me share this video and give you some context. A reporter asked him, what's his opinions and thoughts on Ryan Williams? And here's what he said.
Ryan Williams is Ryan Williams. I mean, yeah, he's electric. He's all this and that, but in my eyes, he ain't really nobody to me. Ryan Williams is himself. He ain't no big time player to me.
I ain't gonna hold you. You had me in the first half, you really did. When I was first watching this, everybody sending it to me, I was like, what's the big deal? Didn't sound like it was anything too crazy, but right at the end, where I paused it, you heard him. He stated, and I quote his words, he ain't no big time player to me. Yeah. Interesting. Really interesting take.
Like I said, Bama is a big rival team. Every rival team I played, I never lost to.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm kind of confused. I haven't even seen the second part, so you get my live reaction to this. He stated, I've never lost to Bama or I'm never going to lose to Alabama, so I guess he wasn't on the team last year. Who is this guy? I'm actually curious. DeMarcus Riddick, I'm just going to pull it up real quick for myself. That means he's got to be a freshman, right? Okay, yeah, I just pulled it up. He's a freshman. Okay, that makes a little more sense.
And I will not lose to Bama while I'm here. I mean, he is a good quarterback. He's fast, but I mean, he's not faster than me. I'm pretty as that. Like, he will not get out that box this week.
Okay, now he's saying at the end, I ain't even seen this up until now, that he's faster than Jalen Milroe. Come on, man. What are we doing? And here's my thing about it. How would he know who's faster? Have they raced before? Have they ran a 40-yard dash side by side? Like, at this point in time, you can tell he's a freshman because he's talking way too much, and it's almost like he's just talking to talk. And when I say talking to talk, here's what I'm referring to. You can answer the question without bringing up, oh, yeah, well, I'm faster than Jalen Milroe. Unnecessary. Same thing with Ryan Williams. Even if you got beef with him, I don't think there's any beef, but if there is, it's one-sided. All you had to say was, oh, yeah, I've heard about him. He's had a really good season. I'm excited for the game, and hopefully we lock him down. That's all you had to say. But no, you want to give, of all people in this world, Ryan Williams extra motivation and fuel. Good luck, buddy, because you're going to need it. Buddy, do you understand how human psychology works? People in this life love to prove others wrong, and they look for that external motivation. And you just handed Alabama, more importantly, Ryan Williams, free motivation on a golden platter. And the biggest question I have, and I think everybody should have, is why? What do you gain from saying this, and what was the purpose of it? Golly, man, I didn't even see the last part of this video up until now. What an idiot. This is going to be funny to watch unfold, and I'm telling you right now, before the game even happens, mark it down, bookmark it, do whatever you got to do. It's going to be documented on YouTube. I'm saying this on, what's the day? Yeah, Tuesday. This guy, what was his name again? DeMarcus Riddick. He's going to be in Ryan Williams' TikTok edits. You did it to yourself, man, and like I said earlier, I know everybody in the nation's piling on Alabama, but you know it, and I know it. This is still Alabama. Are they a great team this year? Absolutely not. I have a hard time even sitting up here trying to convince you guys they're a good team, but we all know what they can do. It just depends which Alabama team shows up, and the bad news for Auburn is Alabama, where have they struggled this year? Where have all three of their losses came? On the road. This game is in Tuscaloosa. Many more things I could say. I'm curious. Let me know your thoughts down below, but